Hi guys, what is up? Welcome. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having an amazing day and week. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a pretty decently sized Sephora haul. So I have tons of goodies in this bag, in the box. I placed an order online and went in store to pick up a few goodies as well. But before we get started, I did want to mention that today's video is sponsored by Sephora. So thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. Every time I have the opportunity to work with them, I'm just blown away. I'm just always so ecstatic and excited. If you guys are not signed up for the Sephora Beauty Insider program, I'll have the link down below in the description box. You can sign up to be a part of their program and you get like really cool different type of perks. And then also they are offering free shipping. I'll have the code down below in the description box as well if you guys want to purchase anything and receive free shipping with your order. Now let's go ahead and get started with the goods. I am so excited about this one. We have so many new amazing items and then just items that I was just really wanting. I'll have all of these linked down below, all the items that I'm talking about today. And of course, if you guys do purchase through the links, I do make a small commission and it's always 100% appreciated, but do not feel like you need to or you don't feel obligated to, because if you don't want to, it's totally fine. So the first item that caught my attention was this right here by Kiehl's. This is the FREESHIP Brew Rejuvenating Facial Essence. This had such solid reviews on Sephora's and I was like, I gotta kind of see what the hype is about. Here is what the product looks like. In essence, is a skincare product you would use after you tone. It's to help your serum and moisturizer and oil, if you use an oil, sink in quicker and better. So I typically use an essence with my Shiseido facial cotton pads and it works beautifully. I'm almost finished with the fresh one, so I figured I would give this one a go. It has lactic acid and squalene oil, which is really good for the skin. And it's inspired by Old World Apothecary Preparations. Our essential broth, which is this essence, absorbs quickly into the skin to visibly reduce fine lines, rejuvenate the skin's texture, and boost healthy radiance. This sounds amazing. I love using essences. I find that they really do make a difference in my skin. It's a step that I typically don't skip out on. Just want to smell this with you guys, but this has a very light scent. I don't think that it would be irritating for the skin, especially if you have sensitive skin, so yay for this one. Then I picked up the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Hyaluronic Clay Pore Tight Face Mask Facial. Yeah, this looks amazing. It says non-drying clay for all. I think Glow Recipe has really cute packaging. Everything is just like so aesthetically pleasing, you know? Yeah, this right here has a very light scent and I love what it says here. It says shrinks the looks of pores, dual exfoliates, and surges skin with moisture. Wow. And it does have little exfoliating beads in there. So cool. It does say to leave it on for 5 minutes, but if you have sensitive skin, you can leave it on for 2 minutes, then wash it off, and you could use it daily, which I think is pretty cool. So, oh my goodness, I think next up I have the Ilia Blue Light Filter Mist. This says it hydrates, protects, and set. I like the fact that they had this small little size just so I could test out to see what it's about, and then if I love it, I can always commit to the full size. But they have, yeah, this size and then the full size on Sephora's site. But the mist seems like it's very fine and it has like a great light, almost like watermelon-y scent, very summery, I have to say. This really intrigued me because I just love hydrating like products in general, but especially when it comes to mists. Like 9 out of 10 times I'll pretty much only use hydrating mist because I love like the glow it gives since I do have dry skin. So hopefully this is going to provide that. I love the packaging, really nice and very simplistic. Yeah, we'll see what this does for the skin. I'm wanting to try newer mists, so that one's next on the agenda. Then I picked up the Glowish by Huda Beauty Multi-Dew Skin Tint. So this is actually what's on my face today. I've used this sorry, the trucks are passing. I've used this like once or twice already, actually twice by now, and it is glowy beyond. So usually, and it has really good coverage. So here's what the product looks like. I love the lid because it has like more an iridescent like vibe to it. There's a pump to it too, and just squishy, like yummy packaging. I picked mine up in the shade Fair Light and I feel like the shade is perfect. So usually with like skin tints or foundations and stuff like that, I'll usually go in with an oil or a very hydrating primer, but with this I find that I can even go in with almost a mattifying primer and this still will give me a beautiful glowy effect. I think this is amazing so far. One of the better skin tints I've tried. I've tried a decent amount, a handful, so I'm very impressed by this one. I cannot wait to continue using it because so far it's, like I mentioned, one of the better ones out there, and it's good stuff. It's solid stuff. The next item that I picked up was this by Pat McGrath. So she recently released her Divine blushes. I picked mine up in the shade Divine Rose. There are 8 shades in the line. I want to say 2 are more like luminous finishes and then 6 of them are like a matte finish. The packaging is gorgeous. Love her work, and all of her blushes looked like beyond stunning, but for some reason I gravitated towards this one just because I actually don't have a lot of shades like this. I probably would wear this more when it gets a bit cooler outside, but I mean, I'm wearing it today with a different blush that I'm going to share with you guys soon, and I think it's pretty good. I think it's really like fresh looking on the face. It's not as pigmented right off the bat, but it is very buildable and easy to work with, plus the embossment is gorgeous. Definitely a super luxe product, and there's just something about like using luxe goodies, like you just feel a certain way, you know? So thrilled about this one. I probably will pick up like 1 or 2 other shades. There are some brighter ones in the line that look gorgeous. I'm like, I need to have in my life, but I just think this is so beautiful. Next, I picked up the Natasha Denona Puff Paint Cream Blush, or Liquid Blush, I should say. So this right here is in the shade Daria. She has 2 other shades in the line, but this one right here was the one that spoke to me the most. I love Natasha Denona's work and her products in general, so I just had to give this a go. So beautiful, and I'm so happy that she came out with cream blushes because I feel like every brand is, and I was curious to see what her cream blush would be like, you know? So this definitely seems like it's much lighter in tone. Here is what the shade looks like. It seems like it also will have more of like a luminous finish to it. It feels really nice. Very serum-like and more watery, but very hydrating at the same time so far, just from like swatching it. And I really love this color, especially for like these summer months. I think this is going to be perfect. I can probably wear it on its own or layer it, and I think it's going to be beautiful. So yay for that one. Next, I picked up another blush just because I feel like it's like everything now at the moment for me. So this is a newer brand to Sephora. It's the LYS brand, which I believe stands for Love Yourself. Just so cute, you know. They recently like started carrying a bunch of newer brands, which just gets me so excited because I love to see these newer up and coming brands, you know. Anyways, this is beautiful. I love the triangular packaging. This is in the shade Confident, which I felt like was kind of fitting because I feel like I'm constantly working on my confidence, so you know what I'm saying, it's a good reminder. Here is what the shade looks like. It's more like your berry toned, mauve tone type of color. It feels amazing, very smooth, pretty creamy. And then here's what the color looks like. I feel like you would be able to sheer it out if you would want to, but I feel like it's probably also the kind of blush that you would be able to wear intensely if that's what you were looking for. A very smooth formula, and yeah, I feel like it does have like a satin matte finish to it, so it's not completely matte feeling. Has like a little bit of something to it. If I like this one, just like with the Pat McGrath blushes, I might pick up a few more. I think that this was actually fairly affordable for the brand. I think it was like maybe 16 bucks, so really not bad. And then the packaging is magnetic, which is so cool. They also have highlighters and bronzers in the same kind of packaging, but I just think it's so cute. I just think it's so adorable. Next, I picked up this kit right here from Replica. This is the Reproduction of Familiar Scents and Moments, Varying Locations and Periods Perfume Sampler Kit. So it comes with 10 different perfumes, which I thought was genius. They are just like little sample sizes, so you can really get a feel of what you like and then commit to the full size. And that's why I picked this up, because Replica has been a brand that I've been so curious about, but they have so much to offer, so I kind of get like, you know, a little bit overwhelmed sometimes with their scents, because then also when you're in the store, you know, you spray like scents and then everything kind of ends up smelling the same. So I figured I would pick this up to see what I really like and then commit to the full size and really love it and enjoy it. Not just pick one up just to pick up and then feel like, oh, you know what, I'm really not feeling this one, you know? So we have scents like Lazy Sunday Morning, which sounds amazing, Beach Walk, Springtime in a Park, By the Fireplace, At the Barber's, Under the Lemon Trees. So some really light scents and some cozier scents as well. If you were curious about the Replica scents and you just were overwhelmed and didn't know what to choose, I think that this kit is perfect. Next we have this right here by Moroccan Oil. Moroccan Oil is one of my favorite brands sold at Sephora. This is the Body Butter Abundant Nourishment Body Butter. So I have their body serum, which I actually really love. I love mixing that in with different body butters. But I've been wanting their actual body butter for a solid minute now, and I'm so excited and happy about this one. Basically, this smells just like their hair care products. If you like that scent and want it on your body 24/7, this right here is legit the answer. The packaging is so beautiful, very bougie. It has like a nice acrylic feel to it, very weighted, and let me tell you, the texture of this is like no other body butter I've ever felt in my existence. This is like the thickest ever. You need a dot to really go a very long way. It moisturizes so beautifully, sinks in amazingly, and feels so luxurious on. Wow. I think that this would pair really well with their body serum. Match made in heaven for sure. And I mean, it also gives you like a really pretty, very like healthy looking glow to the skin. So far, I mean, I love it. I love it. I'm just so excited about this one. It's just like I've wanted it for ages now. Okay, the next thing that I picked up was this right here from Tarte. So I haven't really picked up much from Tarte in a hot minute, but I saw that they recently released the Hydroflex Serum Foundation. Anything that has the word serum in there, immediately I would say pretty much steals my heart. Stole my heart. Yeah. I'm excited about this one, let me tell you. So this is in the shade Light Neutral 20N, and that's the one I chose for myself. They have a decent amount of shades to choose from, and I also like the fact that they have a deluxe size of this. So if you want to just try out the little one first before you commit to the full size, you have the option. I also like that the packaging is mushy. You just smush that, and then the product comes out. I've already swatched this the other day, and let me tell you, I definitely think, I mean, I haven't tried it on my face yet, but I definitely think if you have dry skin, this will be a winner in our books. Now, I can't really speak for those who do have oily skin just because I don't have oily skin, but maybe it can also work out for those who have oily skin. I mean, you really never know. I feel like maybe if you also use more of like a mattifying primer and then put this, you can kind of work it, you know, but I will definitely have to keep you guys posted on this one. It seems really nice, very smooth. Like, this looks good. It says shake well before use. This one right here is giving me major high hopes, I have to say. I'll keep you posted for sure in my next I'll keep you posted video. Moving on to the next item that I picked up. This right here is some Hourglass. It is the Vanish concealer. So they have this in the full size, but I wanted to try out the small little one. I love that they offer the small little size to see like what it's about. I picked mine up in the shade Sepia, and it's actually the concealer that I have on today. I feel like it really does help with I would say darkness and hydration, and I feel like it also kind of gives you medium to pretty full coverage, but it looks good on the under eye area. Like, it doesn't feel heavy or look heavy. It just blends out, boom, and it gives you everything you pretty much want and need. I'm definitely gonna pick up the full size once this one right here is you know, done, but I've heard nothing but fantastic things about this one. And with Hourglass, I find that 99.999% of the time their products are outstandingly beautiful. Even when I do makeup on my clients, I'm always taking Hourglass with me, like all the time, especially the bronzers and blushes. So pretty on the skin and so long lasting. So yes, back to the concealer. Here's what the shade looks like. It's a perfect match for me, and I find that so far it really doesn't crease, and I didn't even set it with like powders or anything. So far so good. I'm really, this one right here is a winner. Then I picked up a few items from the Makeup by Mario line. So these just released to Sephora site, or you can pick up these goodies in store. So first up, I picked up the Soft Pop Blush Stick in the shade Pale Petal. This is beautiful. First of all, the packaging of the products are gorgeous. I love like the white and black, very simple, very clean looking. So this cream blush, like I mentioned, is in Pale Petal. There are 5 cream blushes to the line. It is retractable, as you can kind of just twist it up. So nice. And then what I thought was so genius about this is, boom, you can totally just use this brush right here to blend out the product, which I think is just so nice and handy and convenient, and it has like little bumps on it too, so it really works in the product beautifully. This is one item that I actually picked up in store, and the lady like literally swatched all of them for me, and she's like, yes, it's been like a super hyped up product. Tons of people have been loving this, and she's like, for good reason. I'm like, I feel you, you know? So really, really nice. stunning light pinky tone shade. I think this would be perfect for the summer months. And again, the brush on the other side really, really makes it for me. I think that's what takes this blush to the next level, because we haven't, I put this lid here. That's what makes this blush like much more unique and different compared to other like stick blushes. Next, I picked up the Soft Pop Powder Blush, which I figured could go really well with the cream blush, or I can wear them both on their own. This is in the shade Creamy Peach. I love peachy blushes. Like those are like typically my go-to blushes. So the packaging is beautiful as well with this. It's magnetic, also white and black, really sturdy. And here is what this blush looks like. A really nice, beautiful day-to-day blush that I feel like would pretty much go with any look. Haven't tried this on my face yet, but it seems very, very velvety and very smooth. And I think that these two shades actually will pair really beautifully together. If I really need the blush to like legit stay in place, bulletproof vibes, I'll probably use these together, but you know, I think on their own they should be fine too. But such a good one, such a good classic everyday shade. Next, I picked up the bronzer in the line. This is the Soft Sculpt bronzer, and I picked it up in the shade Medium Dark. So I love what he wrote here. I created this dream bronzer in the most flattering shades. It gives your skin a natural sun-kissed look and softly sculpts the face. So sweet, so sweet. I really enjoy his personality. I think he's a really, like from what I see, cool, humble person, you know? So with this one also, I think that there are 5 shades in the line. Like I mentioned, I picked it up in Medium Dark. Probably a little bit too dark for me, but my theory with these products is I can use this if I am not self-tanned, or I can use it if I am self-tanned, and depending on if I'm self-tanned or not, I can go lighter with this or deeper, as opposed to choosing a light shade and then only using it when I'm pale. But I think this is perfect. This is perfection. Love this color. This is such a good one. Not too cool, not too warm. It's like perfectly perfect. I feel like it's gonna give you a really gorgeous, like bronze, very healthy look to the skin. This is gonna be amazing, I can already tell. And then I picked up the Soft Glow highlighter from the same line, Makeup by Mario. This is in the shade Pearl. So same packaging as the bronzer. I just love it. Everything is just beautifully presented. Amazing magnet. I picked mine up in the shade Pearl. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but this is a beautiful, like light opal-y color with, I want to say, a slight pinkiness to it, or like goldness to it. Very nice, very smooth, very creamy for a powder, I would say. And it's like, it gives you a very like glass-like effect to the skin, you know? So I would probably use that for more of like a natural like look, or if I'm going for that full look, I'd probably use this. I think it's going to be a beautiful highlighter that I'll be able to mix and match with as well, which I love doing that with highlighters. So perfect. And I would say the consistency seems, and the quality just, and the formula just seems very unique to him, because it feels like something I've never tried. Really good. Next, I picked up the Nars Orgasm face palette. I think this is so beautiful. I spoke to you guys about it in my community tab, and when I saw the picture of this, I was like, wow, oh my goodness, you know? So the packaging is beautiful. I love that it's like just very simple, but it says Nars Orgasm on it, do you know what I mean? And then I am wearing, so I'm wearing this blush here. I'm wearing, well, first of all, look beautiful, I love it. I'm wearing this blush with the Mcgrath Blush, and then I'm actually wearing this highlighter today. I thought it would be a little bit too dark, but it's actually perfect. You get 2 highlighters in here and then 4 blushes. 2 of these blushes are more of like a satin matte finish, and then these are more luminous. You can even use these as blush toppers, highlighters, depending on your skin tone. I feel like this would be a really great mixing and like matching palette. The quality is very on par with the Nars products. I feel like they're pigmented, but not overly pigmented, very buildable, and it looks very seamless, very much so like one on the skin. Like it looks very, very pretty. So I've been really enjoying this thus far, and I can't wait to see what other just combinations I can come up with this one, because it's so nice. I love it. Then I have these 3 palettes to share with you guys. These just released to Sephora. The first one up is what I have on my eyes today. If you guys love the look, I did use the Supreme Bronze Artist Couture palette. I really enjoy the Artist Couture formula. I find, well, firstly, listen. I find that his shadows just work out really beautifully. They blend very well, easy to build up, last the whole day, does not crease. So this one right here is pretty much more of like your neutral, I would say, leaning more towards the cooler tone side, or at least the look I have on today I feel like is more cooler tone, even though this right here is more warm, but overall it's more like a cooler tone palette once it's on. You get 6 mattes and then 6 metallics in here. So yeah, you get 12 shades in total. 6 plus 6 is 12. I think that this would be a really beautiful palette to wear on its own, of course, but I do own the Supreme Nudes, I think his original palette is called, and I think that that one and this one would pair really well together. I think that just the color combinations, all of that together would be like yum. And then the look that I created today took about, I want to say 5 minutes maybe. Easy to blend out, they build up so well, and the metallics especially are so amazing to work with. So this has been great so far. The next palette that I picked up was the Brunette Palette by Melt Cosmetics. So this right here is another neutral palette. I love color, but I do really enjoy neutral palettes as well. So here is what this one looks like. I do enjoy the Melt formula to the most part. So I was curious to see what this one right here has to offer. It basically includes 2 metallics, I would say 1 metallic satin and then 5 mattes. Also more of like your cooler tone palette. I'm curious to see like this one compared to like the Artist Couture palette. I'm like curious to see how different they are on the actual eyes. I didn't try the Brunette palette. Okay, this is awkward. I didn't try the Brunette palette yet, but okay. But I feel like it's I mean, I did swatch it and it seems really nice and very smooth. A few palettes that I've tried from them I liked mostly, but there was one palette that I was kind of like about, you know? I think that this one looks good. It does also, like I said, swatch so nicely, so I have high hopes for this. And I mean, we'll see how it performs on the eyes. You guys will definitely see that in a future video. And then the final palette that I recently picked up was the ABH Norvina Volume 5 palette. Okay, so I'll tell you. They released a few of these to date. Well, this is the 5th one, so 4 more before this one. And I owned the first one. I thought it was good. I skipped out on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th one, but when this one released, I was like, wow, first of all, beautiful packaging, love this. I've used this on my eyes a few times already, and I have to say, highly impressed. A lot of the times I won't really gravitate towards HUGE Jungle palettes as much anymore, but there was something about this one that stole my heart. This palette includes a bunch of mattes, so great shades you can kind of build up the transition with. I like that we get purples and like cooler toned browns, so you could really just create a lot. We also get matte with little specks of glitter, but they come across as matte on the eyes. We get some, I would say, chunkier glitters which have a textured feel to them. I like to use those as usually like shadow toppers. We get metallics and then satins as well, so really a nice roundup of a bunch of different finishes in here, and I just feel like this is so nice. Like, I've seen a few looks with this palette, and every single look I've seen, every time I'm kind of like, what? Like, what? You can do that with this? I feel like sometimes with these bigger palettes the formula is like, I don't really know, is it really good, is it not? This one, it's really easy to work with, stunning, amazing pigmentation, builds up wonderfully, lasts the whole day, so pretty. It's a winner in my book for sure, even though I didn't use it a million times, but I used it at least 6, 7, 8 times to date, and I can tell you it's gonna be a favorite of mine for sure. All right, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this pretty large Sephora haul. Thank you so much again to Sephora for sponsoring this video. I would absolutely love to know your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know if you picked up anything recently, if you're gonna pick up anything. I'm really happy with all of the goods so far. Of course, I will keep you guys posted in my next I'll keep you posted video, and yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. Looking forward to your comments, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.